Oops. Hello and welcome to Tobysblogs from those titles.
You've been floating around like a butterfly, but I'm gonna pin you down, 'cause you've been found and convicted of a serious crime. Caught in possession of this heart of mine, and I'm locking you away for a long, long time. You're guilty, guilty, you're guilty of love. I'm the judge and the jury and defendant too, and I'm just about to throw the book at you. You're guilty, guilty, can't get away 'cause you're guilty, guilty. Now hear me saying Guilty.
Hello and welcome to Tobysblogs, and today's blog is about nationalism and being British. Last night I watched this film. It's called Churchill The Hollywood Years. It's a risque comedy where they say instead of Churchill being an old man, there was actually a cover story and a fake, and that actually Churchill was a young American man, which is quite bad. That bit kind of offended me. And the bit about, right, first of all, Churchill tries to, the war's on, and he's coming back from America with this special machine that would decode all German messages. And so they says they're going to win the war. And then there's this plot, this person in charge, like part of the war office or something, he's brought Hitler down from Germany and bringing him into Buckingham Palace and hiding in Buckingham Palace. And the king, because he's so stupid and doesn't know what's going on, he allows Hitler to be in there, and everyone thinks he's Charlie Chaplin. And this Churchill guy actually has a love affair with our Queen, Elizabeth I. Well, she was princess in the film, but he has an affair, a love affair with the Queen of England. Now, I being a nationalist, which means I'm really passionate and strong about our country, and very strong and supportive of the monarchy. Very insulting for an American person to go out with the Queen of England and degrade the Queen in that way in the film. It's quite horrible to degrade our sovereign and our Queen in such a way, which is quite bad. And also degrading one of our great leaders in British history, Winston Churchill, by saying he was someone called Bobby or something Bubbles, and he was like an actor. I thought that's so horrible to degrade British history, because we have a proud history, and it's quite horrible to suggest such a thing of our great leaders and degrading them of their life's work of protecting England against the Nazis, and then turning him into an American Yankee, which is quite bad. Now, the film was alright in the sense of Hitler, because I don't mind taking piss out of the Nazis and Hitler, because he was a bastard anyway, so it doesn't really matter turning him into a whoopsie or someone. The scenes with Hitler and Eva Braun, they're very, 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 very good. The way that they their relationship, where she kind of dresses up with in outfits to try and please Hitler, and Hitler's not interested at all. And she brings toys and things, and she tries to make a lovely love life with Hitler, but Hitler doesn't want any, so that's quite funny. And there's an outtake where Hitler loves his dog, and his dog shat on in Buckingham Palace on the floor, and Hitler slipped on it, and so he grabbed his dog and threw it out the window. That was quite funny. Some bits were funny. It's got loads of brilliant actors in it, absolutely brilliant actors, very famous actors. But it's just the fact that they took the piss out of our Queen and Sovereign that really pissed me off. Because some people say that the monarchy is not really important to England, and that the monarchy is just crap, and it's nothing. It's like monarchy is people. No, they are. She is the anointed queen of England. She is descendant from all the great monarchs throughout history. Henry VIII, Queen Victoria, all the way back to William the Conqueror. She's descendant of that king, all the way through, blah, blah, blah. And they're all related in dodgy ways. For one, because it's the 5th of November today, I was watching Gunpowder Treason and Plot, and the first bit's about Mary, Queen of Scots, and I noticed that Mary, Queen of Scots, the person she married, she said he was the grandson of Henry VII. Now, Elizabeth I of England was granddaughter of Henry VII. And Mary, Queen of Scots is Elizabeth's cousin. And so Elizabeth's cousin would have been Mary, Queen of Scots, and so she would have been the granddaughter of Henry VII. So, in fact, Mary, Queen of Scots married her cousin, Lord Dudley, I think his name was, and he was the grandson of Henry VII, and he married a granddaughter of Henry VII. So they're both cousins. So there's interbreeding there, and later on in history there's more interbreeding between cousins and relatives and things, which is quite disgusting. But still, I support our Queen, and I support her all the way, even though I don't support the other weirdos, part of the family, but I support our Queen and Sovereign. Then hopefully, apparently we can have that Charles next on the line to the throne. Hopefully get someone good in the line of the throne. I haven't got a clue who's after Charles. I just think Charles is next. So, yes, support Queen Elizabeth II. She is our queen. She is our anointed monarch. We should support her in everything. Doesn't matter whether Parliament should take over. The Parliament's complete crap anyway. Gordon Brown going all the time. Actually, I think that there's nothing wrong with our economic policy, and I would say that the banks closing down, there's nothing wrong with that, and I basically think that the problems will sort themselves out, and that's all he does basically all the time. So he's a bunch of old bollocks. I'd rather have Tony Blair back. I don't see what was wrong with Tony Blair really. Rather have David Cameron, the Conservative Party, rather than have this tosser of a Prime Minister. Bring back the Queen. The Queen should rule supreme. Yeah, that would be good. Queen ruling supreme, like Henry VIII did. That'd be good. Scrap Parliament, scrap the government. Just have Parliament. Just have the Queen ruling supreme. That would be good. So I support the Queen in everything. God save the Queen. Yeah, because the monarchy is important to England, even though other people don't think it is. I think it does. Nationalism. God save the British people. I'd hate to be American, because Americans are a bunch of twats. Like, oh yes, yeah. Oh, we're American, yeah, Americans stick together. Bunch of tossers. Hate Americans, like, oh, President, sir, oh, Mr. President, oh, President, oh, Mr. President. Bunch of weirdos. But, oh, Mr. President, oh, let's kiss your feet, Mr. President, oh, Mr. President. Even though the president now is Barack Obama. He's quite cool. Even though other presidents probably not so cool. But I just hate the way they go, oh, Mr. American, oh, Mr. President, oh, Mr. President, oh, Mr. President, you're so wonderful, Mr. President, I love you, Mr. President. Sickening, isn't it? I just would not like to be American. I love being British. Being Australian, that's different, that's quite cool, but American is one different, wouldn't it be? I wouldn't want to kiss the feet of our president. Neither would I kiss the feet of the Pope. Rather spit in his face and slap his face, rather than kiss his feet. I will never bow down to the Pope. Okay, so cheerio, goodbye. Love you guys. I'm a nationalist. Support the Queen. God save